Alright there, children. Has my ungrateful bastard son dropped you off with me again? Fucking hell. Well, since there's a lot of you, Hope's in charge today because she's eldest. If any of you misbehave, you'll have back of her hand. She ain't actually eldest, but she's only one of my grandchildren that didn't move down to the bastard south. So she's eldest because I bloody say she is. Now then, sit down, I don't care if it's comfortably, and I'll read thee the story of Rapunzel. Once upon a time, there was this lass who lived in a tower. I don't know why she lived in a tower, maybe she were a bit dense. But anyway, one day, I was in pub with my mate Dave. I'd had 5 more pints than he had, because I'm right good at holding me drink me. And this night chappie, he came into the bar, and he asked me to save this bint in the tower. He said it more poncy than that, but I can't be tits telling you what he said. You're lucky I'm even telling you this. Telling people stuff's for puffs. Oh yeah, that, what I do? Gin? No. Oh, that story thing. Right. I told that night, if it'll make thee shut thee pie-hole, I'll save this tart for thee. He didn't ask Dave, 'cause I'm way harder than he is. Prick. So I hacked down the road to this tower on this hero business, and this lass, this fucking lass, she had long hair and no job. Fucking bastard hippie. She had right big tits though, so I stayed. And this lass called down, "Here love, come save me from this pissing tower," and bored off me tits. And so I said to her, "Put the hair down then, I'll climb up since there's got no door." And I climbed up her hair. I only stopped once for a pie break, and I were fucking knackered once I got up. "Here love, make me a brew," I said. "I ain't got a kettle, you dozy twat," she said. "I'm locked in a fucking tower, you bellend. No brew, no fucking brew. I'm a bastard home then," I said. And I went back to the pub, and I was still 3 pints in front of Dave, and we all had pie, a pint and peas, and lived happily ever after. Is your father still not here to pick you up? Still? What a fucking prick. Well, since if I'll all stay the fuck out of my whiskey cabinet, I'll tell you another story, but you'll owe me a fucking pint, kids. Right? I'll also tell you, one of my favourites, this story of St. George and Dragon. Get in there. Once upon a time, there was this fuck-off big dragon, and I mean right big, like bigger than a really big pie that even my mate Dave couldn't eat by himself, and he's a right fat bastard, he is. Weighs more than my mum does. And this dragon, he flew around representing pagan beliefs and just generally being a bit of a twat biscuit, you know what I mean? So, 'cause I'm right into Christianity and all of that other bollocks, I took law into my own hands. So I'm right good like that I am. And I went to Dragon, and I looked him right in the eye, even though he was like 30 foot tall, and he had scales and all of that fancy bollocks. And I said to Dragon, "Oi, you great big tosser, stop being such a dick all the time. Everyone in the village thinks you're being a right bellend. Even my mate Dave, and he's a right wanker." And that twat of a dragon, he turned to me and he said, "Rag." Well, I thought that would be right rude, but I thought I'd be civil. So I was like, "Here mate, calm the fuck down, I'll have thee." And you'll never believe what happened next. He bit my mother cunting arm off. Well, that fucked me right off, I'll tell thee now. I was like, "Oh, you scaly twat, that's my mining arm." And God, he's a bit of a lad, God is, but he rambles. He said something right pretentious about using some magical shield, but I were fucking blinding over that arm business. I headbutted twat right in his smug lizard prick face. And he didn't like that, he didn't, so I did it again, and I kicked him in knackers, and I had his fucking eyes out. And then I went home and I had dragon pie and peas, and we all lived happily ever after. Nice one, kids. Next time, when your bastard grandfather has to read bastard stories to you again, 'cause my fucking sons are useless. I'll read to thee, Little Red Riding Hood.